podcast is powered by Hype Girl. Hype Girl was born out of our passion and love for inspiring amazing women just like you. There is no superpower quite like being a woman, so we have made it our mission to create spaces, events, and tables where there is always room for one more, and all are always welcome. Come find out more about it at hypegirl.us.
Okay, guys, I watched a lot of TV in the last 2 weeks because my parents had surgery and I had to go down and take care of them. So I've been watching a lot of television. There was a reoccurring commercial. Have you seen this? For bentcarrot.com.
What?
Manhood looks different from guy to guy, but when yours bends in a different direction, you might feel bothered by it. Talk to a urologist about what your manhood could look like.
Scarred me for life every time it came on TV because my mother would crook her finger and go like this. I didn't know that this was a real condition, but apparently there's enough men out there with bent carrots that it requires pharmaceutical intervention. And there's a website and a television commercial that comes on all of the time.
I've never seen one.
Bentcarrot.com. You'll thank me.
Welcome to the Do It Ugly podcast. Here are your hosts, Stacey Lyon and Jenny King.
What do people do in Miami who have normal, boring lives and don't go out and have nightlife? Like, don't club anymore? Like, what do they do?
They probably live on Star Island and they have chefs into their homes with their billionaire neighbors. And maybe they drive the yacht up to the dock outside of their millionaire palace and they go out with a chef. Who knows?
I feel like if I went to Miami and I tried to get in a club, they'd be like, ma'am, no, thank you.
I've never been to a club in Miami, but I used to go there quite often for work. And I love the architecture in Miami. Like, it's a whole vibe. The restaurants.
I went as a kid and like a young adult, but I have never been as a full grown like adult with adult money.
Okay, we need to go.
But again,
I feel like
what
that
would
needs
we
to
do?
be a girl getaway.
What would we do?
We'll go to South Beach. We'll look at all the really cute gay guys. We'll go, we'll have fantastic meals. We'll drink fantastic cocktails. We'll go to a pool. We'll, I don't know, listen to some live music.
Let's talk about this for a second.
Maybe we'll get drunk and end up in Cuba. Who knows?
Oh, Jesus. That would be a story for the podcast for sure. But let's talk about this for a second because, okay, there is something called the Miami effect. Are you familiar with the Miami?
I am not.
Okay. So the Miami effect is what happens to women who move to Miami, who look kind of normal before they get there. And then all of a sudden they get there. And then all of a sudden, you know, beautiful makeup, beautiful hair, beautiful clothes, like the whole thing. It's the Miami effect.
Plastic surgery?
Maybe, I don't know, but it's the Miami glow up, I guess. So my question is this. What are these ladies eating? Like, I want to see a daily menu or weekly menu plan to stay that fit and thin because I know they drink alcohol.
Yes.
I see them on shows eating wings. But you don't keep an ass like that, Jessica, eating wings and having a glass of wine every night. Like, tell me what's happening. Are they sucking on air and then eating like half a wing and calling it a weekly meal? Like, I don't understand. How do we do this? Somebody tell me.
I don't know, but I'm not a coffee drinker, but people that I know who are coffee drinkers are obsessed with coffee in Miami. And
it's that little Cuban
the
coffee.
Little Cuban coffee where you put the sugar cube in it and it comes in a little espresso
the thing
cup.
that Khloe Kardashian was obsessed with.
Yes.
It's like, okay.
Yes.
And this is what keeps us skinny?
So I think they go from drinking coffee to drinking wine and there's probably not a lot of
But how do you
things you
stand
chew.
up? How do you stand up?
Cigarettes? I don't know.
I mean, look, I don't know that that's a functional plan, but
I really don't know.
But seriously, they all do it. Like they have the
it's
Miami
a lot of vegetable
body.
and a lot of protein.
Okay. All right. So just eating healthy then.
Well, they have a
Some
lot
Cubano
of
coffee.
so much Cuban culture in Miami, and that goes with the restaurants as well. So
Okay.
many international flavors going on there.
Maybe we should take a hype girl trip and just straight interview Miami babes for like a solid 3 days and be
Let's do
like, tell
it.
me your secrets.
Let's do it.
Tell me, let's unlock the secrets. Okay.
I think they spend a lot of time in bathing suits down there too, which probably helps them have some self-control when it comes to the food they eat.
I have seen the kind of bathing suits that these beautiful women wear.
They're like Band-Aids.
First
Let's
of all,
be serious.
Okay. My
Dental
boobs
floss.
could never.
Well, they could because all you're covering up is like the nipple, not the whole mound. You know what I mean? They're just little
They
triangles.
would ban me from the beach.
I don't think so. There's a lot of nude beaches there.
Yeah, but they don't look like, they don't know.
I mean, I'm not sure that they eye you up and down and they're like, yes, no, yes.
Oh, sure
no.
they are. I would rather have 2 hot coals poked in my eyeball than be in a bikini on a Miami beach next to these beautiful women.
Do you think you have to have a full body wax too before you go to Miami?
No, Kelly Clarkson!
God, that would take like 18 days to wax me. That's way too much information for anyone's benefit.
I wasn't saying you personally. I'm just saying because it's a hub, like there's a lot of gorgeous gay men there and they're all hairless.
Everybody's waxed and beautiful.
Right? They're just glistening with like oil. I don't think it's even sunscreen and their little like banana hammock bathing suits.
I've always said I wanted to have like a Brazilian, but I don't think I could spread it.
I think I like pain that much.
The pain doesn't bother me. It's having somebody look at my little cuckoo bird.
Okay,
while they
first of all,
wax me.
let's talk about the last Botox when it hurt so bad and then you chickened out.
Because look, she was very nice, but it looked like she scarred you for life, and it looks really good now.
No, this is still here. I'm not happy.
Okay.
With all the pain. And how many units did she stick in here? And look, and
I
I
don't
still
know, but
have
it was very bloody. That was the part that really scared me. I was like, why are you bleeding so much?
Because it hurt so much.
Yeah, I was going to be honest. It didn't look good. I mean, it looks good now, but I didn't notice that till you pointed it out. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Huh.
That's okay. We're gonna try somebody.
You're
else
gonna go
next
to
time.
My Girl, which we need to hurry up and schedule.
Okay.
But yeah, so the Miami glow up is a real thing. What I love right now is that we're getting out of the era where women tend to gatekeep things, or at least maybe the people that I'm watching and following and talk. Everybody's like, we're not gatekeeping this anymore. Which
No,
because
they're making a career out of influencing and spilling the tea.
Oh, that is what it. Yeah, maybe that's it. They're getting paid.
They can get paid for it.
Well, whatever. Just give me all the secrets so I can live my best life well into my mid 40s and 50s and 60s.
Some of the secrets I'm not into. Like when you said blood on the face, that made me think of those crazy ass vampire facials where they're like taking blood out of you, spinning it, and then like putting it back on your face.
When did we talk about blood on our face?
We just talked about my last Botox.
I was like, Jesus, what were we talking about? I was like, I don't remember that conversation.
It's a good thing you're pretty.
Thank you. Not every day. Some days she looks like a gremlin, but some days.
Did you have a rough day?
God, it's been a crazy week, girl. Honestly, my head has felt like it's been up my ass largely 99% of this week, but it's okay.
That's not good.
It's okay. We're good. We're functional.
I've been dying to ask for an update on the chickens. Are they still with us? Are they still here, or have they turned into dinner yet?
No, they're not with us. Oh yeah, I mean they're still on the planet.
They're still on the planet.
Yeah, they're still like simmering, getting ready to
create eggs. Sophie named them?
Oh yeah, she named them right when she got them.
They all have names.
Yeah.
Are they things like food related names?
Well, one is Dolly because she's obsessed with Dolly Parton.
Okay, love that.
One is the rooster named Duke.
Okay.
And then I forgot what.
Do we know we had a rooster in the bunch?
No, that was a total surprise.
Surprise. So we're going to have little chickens now.
Well, maybe.
Guys, we had this conversation off air
so
the other day.
So embarrassing. Like sometimes I feel really smart.
I'm going to need y'all to weigh in on this.
I felt really stupid.
Well, I did too till we Googled it. So we had this whole conversation about chickens lay eggs. What is the rooster? What is the purpose of the rooster? Because you don't need him to get an egg.
Well, right. So I didn't know that you needed, I mean, it should have occurred, I guess, because you eat the ones they lay. They don't hatch.
Yes.
But I've never heard anybody say like the rooster comes and like, does he spray them? Does he sit on them? Like, what does he do?
I still don't know.
What's his job? What does he do?
I'm still not entirely sure what he does to the egg to make the little chickie hatch and come out. But I thought that the eggs didn't hatch because something was done to them. Like, what does it mean when they say they're pasteurized? I thought that meant they did something to them so they wouldn't hatch. Like there was a chemical or something or heat or cold or
I don't know.
There was something applied.
I felt like such an idiot when we Googled it and it was like, you need the rooster to fertilize the eggs. I'm like, okay, that should have probably been a duh. But I was this year's old, this many years. When I discovered that was not the case. Yeah, really embarrassing.
See, I feel totally vindicated because you mock me all the time for not being a Southern girl. And I feel like you, growing up in South Carolina, or North Carolina, should have known the answer to this question.
Well, here's the other part of the problem. I was standing on business. Like I was out with my whole chest talking about the rooster had no part in the game until we Googled it. Like, ladies, this is a lesson. try less to be right.
We were humbled by a
my
rooster.
God.
What does our life come to?
I am humbled so often. It's not, I mean, if I had $1 for every time I'm humbled, which is why I don't very often stand on anything with my whole chest, because I'm like, in this world, who knows?
Oh my gosh.
Who knows?
So all of our summertime shows are coming back to streaming.
Ooh.
Is there any that you're into that have been out and about?
I don't know. Tell me what's coming back.
So I just binged the season of Ginny and Georgia. Did you ever watch that show?
I don't like that show. I tried so hard. I watched the first season.
Okay.
And then after that, it fell off. My mom is so funny. She asks me every time I see her if I'm going to watch it. And I think she just forgets that we talk about it. But I always tell her, no, I don't know. I've tried so hard and I'd get into it.
Okay.
Because I get really bored. Like if it feels like it's kind of a recurring, like a storyline that just doesn't feel fresh or new, my brain just shuts it off. And once the off button, are you excited for that one?
So I binged pretty much the entire season.
Okay.
Embarrassing.
Oh, so you already watched it.
So I already watched season 3 that just came out. And I think it's the best season yet, in my humble opinion, because Georgia gets arrested for murder during this season.
Ooh.
And so there's a lot of past crimes and things that come out. And she is accused of being a serial murderer. So you find out that this is not the first time this has happened to her. So it's a pretty good story.
I mean, she's a serial murderer.
She is.
She's Black Widowed a couple. And
she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I found a new show that I've never heard of before, season 1, that I thought was pretty good, called Stick. So it's about golf, like a golf club, a golf stick, and it has Owen Wilson in it.
Okay.
And I thought it was really cute. I like this show.
Was it funny?
It was funny. If you like Owen Wilson, it's definitely his type of humor.
I do like it, but I'm finding that maybe it's because I don't do drama in my real life.
Yeah.
That in my TV, I like a little drama, i.e. a little spice. Like, I don't know, when it gets too like family friendly or boring.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like,
can I tell you one thing that really disturbed me and the only thing I could think about every time he came on screen?
Tell me.
His nose looks like a penis. You're going to have to look up a picture of him right now. I'm like serious.
I'm going to have to look this up. Owen Wilson penis nose.
I mean, I don't know if anybody else sees it other than me or if I'm just a big old weirdo. But there's something about, he has like a vertical line through the bridge of his nose and then like a bulbous end. Like there's just something about it that every time I see him, I'm like, you have a dick on your face.
Oh my God.
And certainly you have enough money to have a plastic surgeon fix it. No? You don't think it looks like a...
I mean...
He would have an enormous Schwanzstücke. Oof.
He's going to be very popular.
Not really. I mean, I don't see it, but I think it's just you. But that's okay.
All right, maybe it's just me. Look at that. Look at that.
I mean, it is a little bulbous.
Look right there. Look at that. You don't think that looks like the tip of a man's?
It's a little bulb. I mean, if it were like a really skinny, misshapen one, because look, it's got like.
Oh my Lord.
I mean, I don't know if we're getting like super down to semantics here. You know what I'm saying?
What are you reading, Jenny?
It's been a minute. I'm not reading anything right now because work's been crazy.
So there's no spice on the Kindle. There's no spice on the Netflix. What are you doing? Are you going through withdrawal?
Working is what I'm doing.
That's a major bummer.
I'm too pretty to work.
Documents are not spicy.
And I'm not even that pretty. Like on the scale, I might be like a 9 out of a 10. I don't know. An 8 out of a 10. I don't know. I'm
She's
just
like,
kidding.
First of all, I'm not that pretty. I'm a 9 out of a 10.
First of all, I'm trying to make myself feel better. Every woman should believe she's a 10 out of a 10. But yeah, I mean,
11.
I'm just okay. But I'm saying, like, we're too pretty to work this hard all the time.
Are we going to have to revisit
And that goes
feet
for
pics?
you too, besties. We're all too pretty to work. We weren't meant to work this hard. I'm tired.
I just need a sugar papa.
Don't worry. I will get a good bit of sleep over the weekend, and then I'll be back refreshed and ready for Boss Babe status on Monday. But for right now, I'm a little bit winded.
What else is happening in the world that we want to share our opinion about that nobody asked for?
All right. Well, we will not talk about the current state of politics because nobody care about that. We
never talk about that on the show.
Nobody care about that. What else is happening in the world?
What's going on in our life? What's going on at the beach? What's happening?
I know what's not happening is travel because I have no passport. It's expired and I've got to get my passport renewed.
So I started growing a vegetable garden on my back porch. I'm very excited for this.
Are you trying to be in your Ina Garten era?
I might be. I used to have a veggie garden back in Maryland every summer. Mike built me some raised flower beds, and I was so obsessed and loved it. We came down here. He tried to do it, but it is so freaking hot down here. Everything that I plant burns out, and I just can't get anything to grow. So this year I decided to do them in pots and to put them in the screened-in porch because we have shrubbery and trees and things that line the outside of the porch. So it's part shade, not as much full sun. And of course, there's the roof. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we're going to get some fresh veg this summer. I'm very excited about that.
Well, you have such a big yard. Like, could you do a nice greenhouse in your backyard? Would the HOA approve it?
No, we're not allowed to have any outer buildings, unfortunately. Anything that you put in your backyard has to be connected to your house. And this cracks me up. At the top of the street, our neighbors built this beautiful pergola in their backyard. And the HOA told them they were going to have to take it down because it wasn't connected.
So they attached it, didn't they?
So they took a bunch of 2x4s and they nailed them from the pergola to the side of the house. So it was technically attached. You'll have to look when you leave and stuff by the stop sign.
Can you imagine? Let's just first say, okay, talk about stuff going on in the world. Like up and coming growing nature of HOAs is baffling to me. Like, I don't know why people want to be involved in this stuff. Like, why do you care? Truly.
They're concerned that people will, quote unquote, not maintain their property.
I don't know. I'm a Southern girl. I'm like, that's my dirt. That's your dirt. Now, I'm not the kind to have a car on blocks in the front yard or anything, but I mean, that's just stupid. Like, I get not having junky front yards and, not having you can't build like a lean-to in the back. I get that. But if it's a beautiful pergola.
Yeah.
And it looks gorgeous.
Yes.
Why can't we use some modicum of common sense to be like, okay, great.
And they pick and choose which rules they want to enforce here and not. So it's super frustrating. And I just don't want to argue with them any longer. I mean, we do have a big, beautiful backyard and we bought it because we wanted to put a swimming pool. Like my yard is begging for a pool back there.
It is begging for a pool because it's massive.
And we're not allowed to have in-ground pools in this community, which is a major bummer, which we probably should have looked at before we bought it.
Oh, yeah. And you didn't know at the time.
And we didn't. I should have read the docs, but I didn't read the docs because we had so much going on. We had a house to sell in Maryland, to pack up, to get down here, like to do all the things. So anyway, I saw, 1 acre lot. Yeah, that's beautiful for a pool. Let's do it. And then got here and found out, oh no, there's bombs underground in Carolina Forest and they won't let you dig a hole, which I still think is ridiculous because someone had to have cleared all that because they had to move all the dirt when they built the neighborhood and they put in water and sewer and electricity and cable and all the things underground.
First of all,
so it's ridiculous to me that they use that excuse.
What's ludicrous anyway? Because if that was the excuse, why the hell are you building thousands of houses on top of it?
That's my point. Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Again, why are we not using common basic sense? I don't know. My HOA right now, I'm feeling pretty good about it because one, I keep to myself. I'm more of a ask for forgiveness than permission kind of girl.
Same.
So I just kind of do this whatever and then hope they don't notice. But one of the ladies who's on the HOA lives like across.
Okay.
And her yard looks like absolute dog shit right now. Like weeds everywhere. The grass is all grown up.
Ew.
And I'm not saying a thing about it because I'm like, she can't say shit to me. Hers looks like dog shit. So I'm in the clear for whatever I do because mine looks good. My yard looks real good. We got the flowers planted. We got the mulch. We got the beds. It looks beautiful.
Nice.
But I'm like, try to say something. Just try.
I
wish you would say something.
We did not get quite to all the weeding as I had hoped in the backyard before it got 1,000 degrees. No, but seriously, it was 106 yesterday already.
Is that what it was? Oh God, it was so hot that when I walked outside, my hands like were dripping sweat without doing anything. I didn't realize it was that hot.
106.
It was god awful.
And then getting in your car, it's literally like getting into an oven.
Terrible.
Welcome to the South in the summer. We need to buy a summer house up north somewhere.
I'm not buying anything up north, but thank you.
Maybe Maine, Canada, I don't know, but somewhere.
Although,
yes.
I saw somewhere recently somebody posted about this like oceanside place in Rhode Island that looks beautiful.
Yes. We can go be neighbors with T Swifty. Let's do it.
But are they going to be nice? I don't know anything about Rhode Islanders. Are they nice?
Of course they are. Why are you always so scared of Northerners?
First of all, let's scratch that from the podcast. I'm not scared of Northerners. I just don't like it I just don't like it in the urban areas up north. Been there, done that. It's not my jam. Once upon a time, I wanted to live in New York City. Now it's way too crazy for me. It's not about being afraid of Northerners. I'm just saying, there does tend to be living here in the South. There does tend to be a lot of like we're better than you. See, exactly. Thank you, Marilyn, for proving my point. They all think we're stupid because we speak slow. They all think we play banjos because we're from the South. And they think
you play the string guitar.
They think we all live in trailers, which some of us have. Thank you for the judgment. No, but there does tend to be a lot of air of like, we're better than you. You guys don't do it like us. Blah, 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 blah. Yet they keep on coming.
Yeah, that's a tax issue.
Well, we need to triple our taxes then. I'm just kidding. Please don't post that, Mike. I'm just kidding. We love our northern besties.
Well, what we pay in a year down here, you pay in a month up there. And that's why people come.
Although it's going to steady creep up now because so many of our friends are coming down.
Right.
It's going to continue to grow. My daughter has FaceTimed me no less than 10 times now. And do you want to know why she's FaceTiming me?
She wants you to bring her something home.
No. She wants me to come all the way home, pick her and her little friend up that are sleeping over, and come all the way back out to Carolina Forest to get froyo.
Why can't her daddy take her?
Because she won't ask him.
Well, there you have it, folks.
I'm just saying. Like, it's a mommy thing because she knows she can be like, Mom.
And will you say yes when you get home?
Absolutely not. No. I'll say we'll get froyo tomorrow. Really not that far. It's just the point. Once I get home tonight, your girl's done. Feet up. We're done.
I don't know. My money's on Sophie.
Not tonight. She'll have to.
She rules that roost with an iron fist.
She does not. But she is going. She did sucker me into taking her to the water park on Sunday, which I'm not excited about.
Why?
Because it's hot.
No, why did she get you to say yes? What is she doing on Saturday?
She's been asking. I have an open house tomorrow.
Oh. But
we'll
you
be
think
there for
in
3
the
hours.
evening when the sun goes down, it's not so hot?
I'm not paying that price for just a few hours. It's very expensive. It's like $50 a person.
Well, how long are you going to stay there?
All day.
Oh, my God.
I know.
That's crazy.
Jay and I will be in the lazy river for the better part of the day while they run around and slide. We'll just be lazy in the sun. You know that I worked at Myrtle Waves when I was young?
No.
For one day.
One day?
One day.
What did you do?
So I was a lifeguard. And
Okay.
I went through the like month-long lifeguard training, got CPR certified, did the whole thing. And I was like, oh, this is going to be the coolest summer job. I worked the lazy river
Okay.
for one day, nearly burnt the skin off my body. And I was like, oh no.
You got sunburned being out there.
Oh God, yeah. Because the water reflecting or the sun reflecting off the water.
They didn't have an umbrella for you to stand under.
No,
or
you had to
anything?
walk it.
Oh.
You had to walk the lazy. They do now. They get to sit, but no, back then they made you walk it.
Oh.
It's a no.
That's not for me.
It's a no for me.
It's a no.
It was
for
way
me,
too
dog.
much walking and
Too
heat.
much walking.
And it was heat. It was just too hot. So, yeah. Nobody wants to work in the heat.
What was your favorite summer job?
I don't know. Let me think on that for a second. What was your favorite?
I had some really fun summer jobs. So my very first job when I was 12, I worked at a snowball stand. I think we might have
Cool.
talked about this on another
Okay.
episode before. So a Maryland snowball is not a shaved ice. It's like a chunkier. Anyway, I won't go into
It's
it.
a Maryland thing you wouldn't understand. We can talk about it over natty boat cans, picking crabs on the porch on a hot summer night, and tucked underneath the Mason Dixon Line. It's a Maryland thing. Hell yeah.
You and your Marylanders. Our crab cakes are better. Our
That's right.
shaved ice is better.
It's not shaved ice. It's a snowball. A custard with marshmallow on top. You have to try it. Anyway, it was in the parking lot
Yeah.
of a Catholic church, and there was no running water. It was like a little shed in the
Oh,
corner, and we had a
interesting.
garden hose that went to the church if we needed water. And the
That's funny.
marshmallow came like as a powder in a big 5-gallon bucket.
Oh,
So you
interesting.
throw the garden hose in, fill it with water, and then you had to mix it to turn it into marshmallow with your arms. Like you'd stick your hands in the bucket, and then you'd have marshmallow like up to your elbow
That sounds terrible.
for the rest of the day because there was no hand washing sink. So
That
it was
sounds
horrible. So that was
terrible.
like your initiation.
And that was your favorite?
It was not because of the marshmallow, but it
Okay.
was a fun summer job.
Okay.
Yes, because I worked with all of the cute, like teenage boys from the all boy Catholic school, and I was one of the only girls, and it was cute and it was
okay.
fun. I also waited tables at some restaurants in Annapolis, which was
Yeah.
a lot of fun being down there on the water.
I think summer jobs, waiting tables was probably always my favorite because I always liked that you could create as much money as you wanted
Yeah,
if you learn to be cute with the customers and
exactly.
flirt with them and have great conversations. So I always liked that because, you know, that's where our sales careers really started was waiting tables. Yeah.
Selling the specials.
Yeah. And, you know,
Upselling.
upselling. Yeah. Hell yeah. Upselling was fun. Like, okay, it was a contest
It was
to see
a
who could do
challenge.
it. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And clients were so easy. Or customers, I guess they weren't clients then. But my favorite pre-professional, it's not a job, but it was an internship that I did.
Okay.
I worked at, didn't work there. It was a stipend. There was a stipend paid for the internship. And I worked at Walnut Creek Amphitheater in Raleigh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, as a part of their marketing team. That was one that was really fun. And then I worked for a record label called Deep South in Raleigh and did their marketing.
Cool.
Which was really cool. Yeah, they managed Bruce Hornsby.
Oh, yes.
And
Bruce
then,
in the Range.
Yeah, so Bruce Hornsby in the Range, they did that. And then Vienna Tang, who was a violinist. Those were their two big artists at the time.
Nice.
And so that was pretty cool. Those were my two faves.
Okay.
Why am I not working in music?
Cool.
But I'm just saying, why am I not working in music? Because it seems
Really
like they were
good
both
question.
in music.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Good question. My first real, I don't want to say it was a real job because I was in college when I had it, but I felt like it was a real job.
Yeah.
I worked for AAA
Ooh.
back in the day and I made all the triptychs. If you remember, before Google Maps, you would go to AAA if you were going on a road trip and they had these little map strips and you would connect them and you'd highlight the route and then you'd give them places to stop for a hotel or for...
I have no idea what you're talking about. No,
okay.
My dad probably knows.
Back when they had maps that would unfold like an accordion.
I know what a map is, but I'm saying I've never had triptychs.
So
I've never heard of that.
I had that job when I was in college and I worked with all of the, 30, 40, 50-year-old adults and I was the kid. Yeah. So that was an interesting experience, but that's kind of what got the travel bug going for me, honestly.
What was your first real job?
Out of college?
Yeah, first real adult job.
I worked at a plumbing wholesaler in the warehouse.
It's me, Mario.
On the receiving dock. And so the tractor trailers would come in and bring in, whatever was ordered material wise. And we would take it off the trailers and unpack it and put it away on all the shelves.
Did you enjoy your first job?
No, I hated it. And I cried every day on the way home. For the whole year that I worked there. It was miserable.
One whole year. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, cool. Well,
yeah.
Sounds interesting.
It was one of those things because my family had a business in the plumbing industry and I was adamant that I was just not going to work there in the family business. So in college, I decided to major in psychology instead of business because I was like, I'm going to show them.
Tell me about your mother.
Then cut to, hey, you can't get a job in psychology with a bachelor's. No? Surprise! This was news to me. So did a couple stints in the mall and retail. Assistant management was not very pretty.
The number of college students who are getting whack degrees right now who are going to live that life.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So humbled myself, called dad, said, hey, can I have a job? And he was like, no, go get some industry experience. Here's my Rolodex. And it was one of those spinny round things.
Yeah.
And I sent out my resume to a bunch of places and they were the only ones that called because I'm pretty sure he asked them to.
Well, hey, look, then you knew what you didn't want to do, right?
Oh, it was a crazy experience for sure. Being a young lady working in the warehouse with a bunch of older gentlemen who did not want to see me there.
Oh, I'm sure they hated having you there because they probably had to mind their P's and Q's because you were in the...
Oh, no, they did not mind any P's or Q's. Okay, and they harassed me every day.
Oh, very nice. Well...
But that's where the thickening of the skin started.
Nothing like workplace success.
Right on.
HR was not like a real thing back then?
Oh, no. We did not have HR back in the early 90s. That was not a thing. Funny. That was a suck it up buttercup moment. There was a couple really horrible things they did, but one of them was they put me up in the racks, in the warehouse, they would go 4 or 5 levels high and they put me up on one of the top racks with the forklift and they left me there for hours. And when I finally got down, I got written up because I was away from my desk for too long. That's the way HR worked back then.
Okay. First of all, that's hysterical. Okay. I'm sorry you got stuck there, but that's funny. That's really funny.
Not funny.
I mean, but that's not harmful.
Oh my God, I was so afraid of heights. Are you kidding me?
Did you die?
But did I die? No, I did not.
But there's something to be said for people. I mean, 80s, 90s was a wild time. We could do things that you could never get away with now. And honestly, I think high five to those guys. That's hysterical. I love you, but that is really funny.
Thank you.
You can't get away with that shit anymore.
You could not get away with that shit.
Oh my God, you'd be fired immediately.
I wish sometimes that I had grown up when HR existed, but I would be a totally different person.
No, HR is making people very soft. Like, I know there are moments when it's needed, but
sometimes I just need a hug.
Well, and sometimes people just need to learn to take a joke, right? Like sometimes, not that that was funny, but I'm just saying, like, there are certain people, like, for example, you know, there's somebody like me who's a little bit like, I say weird shit off the cuff. And there's people in my office that we say weird stuff back and forth. But I mean, if HR heard it, they'd be like, oh my God, you're fired immediately. But between us, it's our humor. It's our humor. We do, but they don't live here. But between us, it's very funny.
Yes.
And nothing is offensive. Everybody understands like whose line is where. And so we ride that line really hard, but but it makes it fun. It's enjoyable for us. And HR would totally ruin it. And so I get they have their place. And I know there's a lot of lovely people in HR and it has its moment. But I mean, in so many ways, it's making people soft because they're not learning how to, because sometimes you need somebody to razz you a little bit to help you loosen up and not be so like.
So I wonder if, what's the generation now? Is it Gen Alpha? Or are we on beta now? Whatever we are.
I can't keep up with
Say
them.
Gen Alpha. When they grow up, will Survivor evolve into a game show where they have to live the way that the world was when we were growing up? I think that would be hilarious.
They would make it.
Take someone that just graduated college now and drop them back into like 1985 and see if they could survive with workplace harassment, with no electricity. I mean, not no electricity, no electronics, no, cell phones, whatever.
This generation screams and cries when their feelings get hurt.
I just think that could be a really funny game, like television show to watch them try to survive and deal with.
Oh my God. And that's not fair. I need to like cycle back a little bit. That's not the everybody in this generation. Some of them are actually pretty damn tough.
They are tough. But still, I think it would be
tough.
funny to see them try to figure out, like, there's no microwave. There's no cordless phone. There's stick shift automobiles. There's typewriters. There's like adding machines.
Okay.
Like, how do you live in a world like this?
Let's not be so hard on the stick shows, okay? I can't drive a stick shift either, okay?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
No, I can't. I can't do it.
I'm going to have to
have the skill.
When I was learning to drive, my parents made me learn on a stick shift on a 5-speed.
Well, my dad tried to teach me.
Take my driver's test because they were like, as a young lady, we don't ever want you to be stranded like on a date and not be able to drive yourself home should you need to.
Brilliant planning, mom and dad.
Yeah, brilliant planning because now they don't even make them anymore.
No.
You have to special order them and they cost more money. So that was like bravo, mom and dad on that one.
Yeah. No, my dad tried to teach me, but my dad is for all the wonderful things that he is, patient is not one of them.
Got it.
So when I couldn't figure it out and the truck would stall, he would get so mad and he would start yelling and I would start yelling. And finally I was like, forget it. And I got out of the truck and I walked back to the house and I was like, I'm never doing this shit again, ever. Don't even ask.
You know, the funny thing is I really love to drive a 5-speed now. And if I ever find someone that has them, I'm like, oh, can I drive it around the block?
When's the last time you've done it?
Gosh, it's been a really long time. I'm going to say probably 15 or 20 years. But it's like riding a bike. You never forget. I don't know. To me, it was a life skill that you had to learn back then. I couldn't play sports, but I could drive a stick.
Well, there we go.
So
yeah, you could.
But bump.
Well, I didn't have anything nearly as cool as a plumbing job for my first job. I worked at a PR firm because my degree was in mass comm with a minor in PR because I thought I wanted to be like a super cool.
Those weren't even majors when I was in school. That wasn't even an option.
Well, it shouldn't have been a major when I was in school either. It should have been like, you got a BA and BS. You got a bachelor's in bullshit. Yeah, it was garbage. Honestly, because I was full of myself, first of all. Like, I was like, I'm a college graduate. Hello. Like,
were you the first graduate in your family?
Call me 6 figures. Yeah.
That was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I was the first college graduate in my family as well on my dad's side. My mom had her college degree, but it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And I was a little full of myself because it was hard work.
Well, it was hard for me too because not only did I have a big course load, but I also worked full time. Like
really?
I would go to class all day, then I would go wait tables all night long, and then we would do it all again the next day.
That would have seriously cut into my social life. I could not have done that.
Well, it really did, and it makes me sad now because like I didn't get to really enjoy the college experience because I was an adult through college, and that was of my own doing. That wasn't my parents didn't make me. That was of my own doing because I've always been so damn independent that I felt like I had to do that. So I really stole that joy from myself. My parents didn't. They would have gladly allowed me to really enjoy it. But that was my own choice. My IEND How do we spell independent? Please don't put that in there. I was trying to do the what's that song? INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? There we go. Thank you. That's a hip hop song from the 2000s. You don't know that one?
I don't know that one, but I'm sure you'll play with.
That's how we learned to spell. I'm just kidding. But no, so I was very full of myself. And when I got the job, I was like, oh, this is going to be so good. I'm going to be in PR. But it wasn't a cool PR job at all. I was literally.
Were you getting coffee?
It was worse than that. We didn't have the cool AI printers where you can quickly design things.
Yeah.
And I had no design skill.
Oh, were you mocking it up by hand, like cut and paste?
Yeah, we had to cut and paste. We were doing like badges where we had to hand write names on badges for conference. It was so,
labor intensive.
It was just so labor intensive. Yeah. And it just wasn't about the PR. Like I wasn't learning about, so it was twofold. One, I was full of my own shit. And two, so there's probably more that I could have learned from that job. But then also I just didn't get to be in the room hearing how PR decisions were made and so it was just so lame. And so then when Jay came to me and he was like, I'm moving to the beach, I was like, all right, I hate this job anyway. Let's go.
Is that how you got here?
Oh, yeah. He came to me and he was like, I'm moving to the beach. And I was like, not without me, you're not. I'm from here.
Was your mom here?
No. They had moved. They were still living in North Carolina at the time.
So she came down here after you did?
Yeah. They had retired elsewhere in South Carolina after leaving North Carolina. And then they came here when we had Sophie.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that job was terrible. And then I came here and worked for an advertising agency and got fired because once again, I was full of myself and I kept speaking up in meetings where I didn't have a place to speak up. Where I should have kept my mouth shut and been learning.
And here's what I think now that you asked me.
Oh yeah, it was like that.
Totally me.
It was bad. It was really bad.
It was probably some really good ideas though that they missed out on.
They were really great ideas, but I missed a lot of opportunities to learn. But I say all that to say, then it pushed me into the sales industry again.
Yeah. And
it was everything launched from there.
So no social life living in Myrtle Beach as a young lady in her 20s.
Some. We were clubbing and doing all that.
I heard it was banging back then.
Let's be for real. It was never banging here, but no.
But
we did go dancing. We did a lot of that.
Got it.
But there was never like a cool like city nightlife scene. That was never a thing here.
Never.
No.
I don't know. So. It was never here.
I was here. I just don't remember it. We did do a lot of drinking.
There you go.
That also should not be.
Why?
I don't know.
That was after college, though. You made up for being
I was because I didn't have my first drink until I was 20.
Stop it right now. Are you kidding me?
That's not technically true. I did drink. My parents had some cream de menthe in their alcohol cabinet at home, and so me being the rebel that I was not. I was like, ooh, I'm going to taste this. I didn't know you weren't supposed to drink that shit by itself. It was terrible. Oh, it was like mouthwash with a twist. A little spicy twist. It was terrible. Ugh. No, I could not be a rebellious kid.
Really?
No, God. I threw one party at my house when my parents were out of town. One.
Okay. How old were you?
I was in college.
Okay.
And it was when I still lived at home. I hadn't moved out yet into the dorm. Because I was going to Campbell at that time. I hadn't moved to go to school in Raleigh yet. My first year was at Campbell University.
Okay.
And I was working at the movie theater. And so all the theater kids, the movie theater employees, sorry, I know I'm making noise. So anyway, I held this party at my house. They were out of town. We had a lovely home, like a really beautiful home. And the entire time they were there, I just kept walking around, putting coasters out and being like, could you please not leave rings on my dad's antique wood table? Thanks so much. Could you please take your snacks into the kitchen? Like if you could just, it was awful. I was like, okay, you guys have to go. This is a no for me. It's a no. You guys have to leave. Thank you. That was my one wild rager.
There's so many like memories flooding into my head right now. I don't even know which one to share.
Because you actually held parties, like real parties?
Yes. Yeah. So I went to the local community college for the first 2 years before I transferred and finished college down in Virginia. And my parents would always go out of town and travel every year for spring break and leave my sister and I home alone.
Okay.
We were probably too young to be left home alone, but nonetheless, it happened. For whatever reason, like clockwork, every year on spring break, we would get the biggest snowstorm of the winter in Maryland.
Okay.
While they were gone, Jenny and I, that's my sister, we would always throw parties, and they would last for days, because they would be gone for a week. So people would just come, and they stayed because it snowed and they couldn't drive home or whatever. And then it was a mad rush the day before Mom and Dad were supposed to come home to clean up after everything. And I'll never forget this one time. We thought we did such a good job. Like, we were learning lessons along the way. Yeah. You know, early on, we would get busted because they'd come home and there'd be no food left in the house because we had been feeding like 50 kids for a week. And they'd be like, where's all the food? So we were getting smarter as the years went on. And one of the last ones we threw, like, we thought we had this locked down. There's no way they were going to find out. And we got away with it for a couple days. And then my mom was watering the plants in the house, and she found a beer bottle cap, and she saved it till we were all sitting around the table for family dinner. And then she pulls it out of her pocket and she's like, what is this? Dun, dun, dun.
First of all, if they knew you were throwing them, why did they keep leaving you to at home?
I don't know. Because they would, threaten us and make us promise that we weren't going to do it, yada, yada, yada. But I don't know. My mom and dad were also kind of cool. So,
so they didn't provide the alcohol.
They did not provide the alcohol. No. But, and we got in a little bit of trouble, but not too much because there was no serious damage done. It was a little... Nobody was drinking and driving. Like, it was, kind of in fun. And they were friends with the parents of most of the kids that were there.
The thought of having 50 kids in my home drunk and going crazy and dancing to it literally makes my chest tight.
We were also in the hot tub. That gave us away one time because someone left like some swim trunks or something floating in the hot tub. But anyway.
I'm so glad to be out of that phase, though. I just don't enjoy alcohol anymore. Like, there is no pool for me.
Which is why we have Diet Cokes in our wine glass.
I mean, I know there's a lot of people who just really enjoy alcohol. It just doesn't do anything for me. I don't like the taste of it. I don't want to spend my money on it. It's all very expensive. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I don't get anything out of it. Like, occasionally I'll have a margarita or something if we go get Mexican or whatever. But outside of that, I'm just not into it.
I can't hang anymore. Like, I used to be able to hold my alcohol pretty well and recover the next day. Now I have one glass of wine and it's taking me 2 or 3 days to recover. I don't know why. It gives me such a headache and such a hangover. It's not even worth it.
That was such a Southern thing you just said. You said headache.
Headache?
You did. You said headache.
Headache? Probably because I was while I was saying it and I was trying to hold it in. Try again.
You developing a Southern accent?
Such a headache. Is that better?
I bet when you go back to Maryland now, they're like,
you know what? People have always said to me that I have a Southern accent, and I don't hear it.
You don't.
Thank you.
I mean, compare in a room full of
Southerners, no. But if I go to Maryland, they will tell me I have a Southern accent.
Well, they're going to love me.
They are going to love you.
All right. Well, I guess I got to get off of here today because I got to go take some girls some dinner. Apparently, you have to feed your children.
All right, ladies. Well, I hope you had as much fun in your 20s as we clearly did, and that we maybe brought up some fun memories from your past of your first jobs and some good times you may or may not have had in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, and hey, we'd love to hear about your good times. I mean, if you have some good stories, I think it'd be really fun to share some anonymous stories on here. So if you have something that you want to share, anonymous or otherwise, then send us a message. We'd love to share it with our listeners. And
yeah, ladies, we keep begging you to email us. Like, we want this to be a two-way conversation. So please, if you have something to share, send it to hello@hypegirl.us, and we would love to have you join the conversation for next week's episode.
Let's do it. All right, girls, we love you. We'll see you next time. Bye, besties.
Bye.
Hey, Hype Squad, it's Mel. Have an idea for an upcoming show topic? Want to ask a question or comment on something crazy my mom or Aunt Jenny have said? Or do you just want to learn more about upcoming events? Visit us at hypegirl.us.